Hello Marvel Heroes fans, my name is Wilfred and welcome to the 512th video I made for Marvel Heroes this game. Now as you may know, this game is coming to a closure sooner than we have expected, and today is the 23rd of November 2017, also known as Thanksgiving. So I'd like to dedicate this video to a lot of you whom I need to thank, and I would like to read out some thank you notes here and there. Hope that's okay. Just before I get there, I've got quite a number of Steam friends invites lately, probably because the end is near and a lot of you would like to catch up with me. And it's really cool. The only constraint I have is that Steam only allow me to have a certain number of friends, maybe 290 or so. I need to buy more games to get more slots for more friends in my Steam. So I would strongly suggest if you drop me a chat here and there, and I'll put a note against your name so that I know when I need to clean up my list, I will not have you removed. That would be heartbreaking. But yeah, I mean, do send invites over, but also just chat with me, making sure that I can't remember who you are in some sense, where you are, what you do, kind of thing. Very nice. A lot of you ask if I will be doing other game videos or not. Maybe you are kind of new to the channel. I've been doing quite a number of other games video in the past as well. So I play games like Path of Exile. I've done 2.5 leaks, and I intend to do the next one. And I've done I'm doing the Diablo 3 as well, which is on the season. I test other ARPGs, not going to name them all here. And I also like to do trucking, do some driving games here and there. So all in all, I mean, I do have kind of like a rather wide spectrum of games that you may or may not like. So do feel free to stay on to this channel. I would love to have you on board. All right. So a big thank you to all you viewers out there who has been supporting this channel. Suffice to say, without you all, this channel would not be as vibrant and as happy as it is. I always say this, and I would like to just reinstate that I'm very blessed with with all of you here, because I think 99.9% of you have been very kind to me, very positive. It just make me feel really good, because when I first create video in YouTube, I always concerned about people's comments. Could be quite hostile, and sometimes you can get affected, as a content provider, when people say something rather mean. Sometimes could be rather mean, and you try to look the other way, but it's always there. So I really have you all to thank for taking care of me so much, and yeah, I would love to continue interacting with you in Steam, in YouTube, in anywhere. All right. And I also would like to thank those who has played with me in this game, because I think for any online game, it is through playing together that you foster friendship, and I always treasure and value friendship. I always go to extent try to keep friendship as well, because it's hard to gain like trust or respect from others. So I do treasure all these things. So thank you for playing with me. I remember a lot of very fun moments, like back in the time when we need to farm X Defense or other places like the Petrol Zone, and raiding as well, of course. All right, so thank you very much for that, and also to my real life friends as well, who has come join me playing this game. Although a lot of you may have left this game, but I still stay on. But I made some new friends as well. Real life new friends, and as well as online. So I'm very, very happy that I can make new friendship here. I would like to thank my super group. In the past, it has started with just a few of us who are rather casual, and we would just log in, chat, and grouped up. Because last time, back in the beginning, 2013, 14, the content was pretty hard. Red Terminal was really hard. It's good to have a super group to just group up and do things together. Although grouping in this game is always a little bit tricky. It was a bit tricky in the past. Now, of course, that was in the past. And also, thanks to my super group that we have attempted to do raiding. I know a lot of you are casual. So being casual and watch my YouTube channel, want to play with me, and we wanted to do raid and we failed many, many times. But I think, it is always those moments of trying, and although sometimes we do fail towards the end, like access rate, we really couldn't get through the first one. Oh man, but those are the memories that I really hold dear to, even the Suture as well. It was so funny that you swap bosses and everybody don't know go where, get the wrong buff, and we were like, oh man, yeah. So I had a lot of fun. We were trying to do it in our super group without external help, and of course that was extremely hard because we are all a bunch of casual, including myself. I understand that we also eventually split up because quite a number of my super group wanted a more hardcore kind of like a raiding, which I'm not prepared to invest in the kind of like recruitment or time in it. So I hope that was successful. We split up, and whichever super group that you guys have formed, I hope that was fun time for you as well. And after that, we become a very casual guild as well. All right. I'd like to thank my wife as well, who has played with me. She loved Rocket Raccoon, you guys know. So my best memory of me and her in this game was when she played Rocket Raccoon with Groot, also with the team up Drax, while I play Star-Lord plus the team up Gamora. So together with the 5 characters in the game, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, what more can I ask for? Although back then, Star-Lord was kind of weak, so yeah, Rocket Raccoon rocks. Still does. I'd like to thank the Marvel Heroes community because I think I've been to many online community. Suffice to say, Marvel Heroes community has been one of the best that I've seen. I think it's because people who like comic book has a common interest, and although this game has its up and down, people do argue here and there, but by and large, it's out of respect and a lot of love around the forum as well, comparatively to other online games. So I'd like to give a big thanks to all of you who really participate and tolerated some of my nonsense as well in the forum. I mean, I think I'm guilty of probably making some of you angry, so my apologies on that, didn't mean to. But I do enjoy the forum a lot. Also, I know there has been a Facebook group set up by John Yin in game, and you guys has been really supportive of my channel. I think after the Facebook kind of exposure, which I don't have an account by the way, my channel really took off. So a big thanks to you all in the Facebook Marvel kind of Marvel Heroes kind of Facebook group. The reason why I don't have a Facebook is because I would like I just find it a bit too engaging for me from a social perspective. I would like to meet people face to face instead of having this perception that we are bonding, but we are not really bonding. It's like, although I know what you eat every day, although I know how your baby is growing up, but it's unlike if you can catch up like once a month to really see the person, touch hold the baby. It's a lot different from just social media, but that's just me. So going back to thank you, and also thanks to people in the Reddit as well. I know you guys been very passionate about the theory crafting and gaming as well. Unfortunately, I also don't have a Reddit account. I don't know why I don't have it yet. It's one of those things. I mean, I'm actually quite a private person. Facebook is, YouTube is actually one of the giant steps for me. Although I have a website, I have a band as well in the past. But when it comes to making video and stuff like that, I did it just for this game initially because I really wanted more people to know about Marvel Heroes, and that was the sole motivation for me to do more videos, right? And I would like to thank Gazillion for making such a wonderful game and a memory. I mean, looking past all the ups and downs that we had, I still think that this game, is 99% 90%, say 90%, really good stuff there. Maybe there are 10% that we may, disagree with, but that's fine. It's all in the past. So I thank Gazillion, from all the teams out there to keep this game up and running for so long. I mean, it's quite a while, I must say. It's been like a very long journey, must be for you guys, Gazillion. So I think you guys have done, in your area of expertise, you guys have done, a good job in all this area, communication, so on and so forth from the beginning. All right. So, average out whatever in the past, kind of thing. So I'd like to thank you for that. I mean, it is, after all, a game that I spent 4,000 hours playing. So it must mean something, right? I mean, you guys have created something, really. So be proud of what you have accomplished. I know that times may be bad for you guys because, I read the news that Gazillion office people has been laid off just one day before Thanksgiving, may not even have your medical insurance kind of thing. So I do feel really bad. My heart go out to all those who are affected, especially who are, with some kind of obligation or financial obligation and so on. So I hope you guys will put it through. I've been through several rounds of, this kind of like a right sizing, downsizing, whatever it is in my career. And, I always come up stronger than before. So I think that's probably the take home message. And there's a lot of lesson learned as well. Just take what you've learned, from this journey in Gazillion, just applied it to the next encounter. And people always hire. I mean, I do hire people that has gone through the experience, that have seen some of the worst moments in a development kind of world, or and want to do something better next time. I mean, I'm not from the video gaming industry, but I do understand that in any project, especially a specialized field like yours, there's a lot of pitfall here and there. It's not easy to make it. So I hope you take it as a learning experience, and I sincerely hope that they will recognize your future employer will recognize your talent, and you will end up doing something really good. A very fun game, and I really look forward to playing some of you guys' game. And I mean, drop me a message in YouTube or whatnot. I'm more than happy to feature any of your games, if so you would like me to be part of your journey. And I think lastly, I would like to thank the closed beta invite. I know it's a bit lame, but the whole reason why I got into this game is because of the closed beta invite. It was kind of funny. I read about Marvel Heroes back in 2012, I think maybe, and I signed up for closed beta. And thinking that, well, back then, I mean, even now you can sign up for many things, but you don't quite get the the one that you want to get into, like some of the games I've signed up for, but they never invite me. So I imagine my excitement when I receive a closed beta invite from Gazillion saying that, hey, you can log in. And I remember, I mean, you guys can share experience with people here as well. I remember I have to we'll log in, and then after that we will be handed some credit to purchase a hero to play. Back then there was no XP booster or whatnot, so you just have to play out. I have not a lot of good memory, and there was a lot of character wipe. So I could play like Jean, and after that get wiped, and after that I pick another hero like Miss Marvel, and then after that get wiped, and I tried Storm, and I get to try different heroes. And although back then, if you take a look at some of the screenshots, I've got some of the old one, by the way. There's no 4 artifact. There's only 2. There's no relics, no Euroforge, no legendary, no team insignia. It's just a medallion, 2 artifact, 5 slots. I think that's what we used to have. But we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Every time I try to log in, and things get wiped, and then I try something from level 1 again. And I don't know how many of you can relate, and I suppose only for those old timers like me. Kingpin Terminal was one of the the hardest terminal while you were leveling, you almost have to derive a strategy as a group to do it. So, if you want to do it solo, no way. Kingpin terminal will just eat you up. There's no way, because it's just so hard. There was a lot of Magia that would spawn. They would try to attack you, and just the whole group will get decimated. And then people will respawn and then have to walk back from the ground, and there's no respawn at the entrance, and you have to walk all the way from the ground all the way up again. And even after you walked up, you go in, and then you just get one shot. It was funny. So the strategy back then was to have one person, I think ideally someone who has a shield or whatnot, that would run around and group up the Magia, the loose mobs, and just to run around the map to sort of like so that the rest of the group can try to take down Kingpin and Bullseye and Elektra. And there was some strategy to split them up as well, not to like do them together kind of thing. So I thought it was quite an epic fight. Looking back, it was one of the moments that it's always the moments that I remember Marvel Heroes. When people ask me how was the Marvel Heroes early days, and I always remember that part because it's just so hard, so funny. I think after that the game has gone through a lot of changes, and there has been always been moments that I kind of enjoy. There are some heroes that are really OP, overpowering, BS very defensive, kind of thing, and so on. Back in the X Defense, I think I remember playing a Colossus was king, because he never died. He just can eat up everything. I had a lot of fun playing in the past. We did a lot of X Defense. I think rounding up X Defense was probably my favorite back then. So for those who are new to X Defense, it was like you started off with the first wave, and then second wave, and each wave that comes, the mobs getting stronger and stronger, and then I remember back then Black Widow can shoot bullet or whatever, shot everything in front, really nice. You can see a lot of brutal and crit strike flying off the screen. There was zero kind of like spirit issue. It was super fun playing a Black Widow in X Defense. Some other heroes as well, really fun, and just have to conquer the wave after wave. Sometimes it could be really hard when it comes to the higher wave, when the bosses can be really, really overwhelming. And after that, you've got the camp that you have to save the student. You cannot let them die too fast, or being taken too fast, and you may need to speed up your group, and that will become like really kind of hard. But I think looking back, I did feel accomplished playing the X Defense. I think, but I think towards the end, when they have share quest and they try to put a reward to it, and people start to lose the game, just because they've got the kind of reward, it kind of didn't quite work out towards the end. But I think suffice to say, I had a lot of fun with the with the X Defense. That was kind of my one of my good memory of playing this Marvel Heroes. Grinding for Cap to me was also kind of fun in some sense, because when things become infinite, like the Infinity Pawn, whether I play or not, it doesn't really matter, because if I play a lot, if I play very little, I still can't get the max anyway. But if last time when there was a cap, there was a goal to go for, and I think I play a lot more back then when Omega was at, I think, 5,000 first, and become 7,500, become 10,000. But because if there is a end goal, the cap to Omega system last time, I felt more motivated to reach there rather than just Infinite, because Infinite just keep playing, right? So now this is the end of the video. I'm not quite sure whether I'll do another one just to see the login screen being kicked out, and and being kicked out back to the login screen at the server shutdown in less than, I don't know, one day plus. But I think I accomplished everything I wanted in this game already. I managed to use all my Gs that they just pass it to me. all my heroes are now Ultimate 20, rank 20 of the Ultimate. Yay! That was my end game. Ha! With money, everything is possible. With G, sorry. And I also picked up the costume that I enjoy getting. So I've been like, I don't pick everything because there's no point. Some of the costumes I don't really like. But there are some costumes that I like to just try out and see how it looks like. Like this one here is totally hilarious. It's a bit heartbreaking in some sense that, oh man, now I can get everything, but then I won't get to play it. But it's one of those things. I get to just pick up costume and just pick those that I like. I try out some fortune cards as well, which I never did buy. And some of them I was quite lucky, got the costume. Some of them it took me like four boxes to get the costume that I want. Gambling. So yeah, I mean, I think I've done all that I can with this game, and I've said all that I wanted to say in this game as well. So I'm hoping that someone will buy the IP in case Gazillion need to sell it for whatever reason. Then who knows? I mean, there are game companies that buy IPs and they end up resurrecting the game in some form or manner and so on. And by then, I'll be ready, guys, because all my heroes will have rank 20 Ultimate. I have all my team up unlocked. All the pets that I want are here, even with the snowman as well. And I've got all the costumes that I enjoy having, already for the resurrection of Marvel heroes. Hey, you never know. I know some of you could be rather pessimistic and you probably think that I'm dreaming as big as Dream Team. But I mean, games IP do get bought over in case if Gazillion can't pay whatever that they need to pay and they have to sell all the asset, right? I mean, then this game will become the asset. So yeah, I'm ready. And I'm just picking up a few other kind of... I feel that this costume, by the way, is really nice. So I sort of tried it out as well. But yeah, I mean, I think that is really all. So yeah, do drop a note below who you'd like to thank. Don't need to thank me because I'm honored to have you here. And what other games are you moving on to? How are you dealing with this? And I hope it's not really disappointing for you when the game being shut down earlier than is expected. I mean, for the couple of days or weeks, I don't think it really matters. It comes a point whereby there's really no other point to play anymore, I must say, unless you want to just getting some of the costume out there. And with that said, I am wearing this costume that I really like. I didn't know that X-23 becomes so tiny and small. I think it's beautiful. And also, this will be the end scene of this video, of this whole entire series. 512 videos. It's been a long time. And I hope she represents a new hope. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. I'll see you next time in another game. All right, bye.